Hey there, it's Carson again, and welcome to another training video for the Podio Powerhouse Max acquisition software. This video is all about the campaigns and marketing receipts apps in the Podio workspace. So as we switch over to look into here, these are so important, and sadly, it's one of the things that a lot of users don't put enough time to properly track their campaigns and their marketing receipts. I'm going to try and share why it's so important and make sure that you stay on top of it and get it started on the right foot. So with the Campaigns app, you can come in here and you can track whether it's an active campaign that you're running right now to generate leads, something that you're planning or you have scheduled to come up in the future, if something got paused like you're not doing those Facebook right now, or maybe it's a completed campaign, some probate mailing that you did 3 months ago, but you still want to run reports on it. Okay. Now, in any of these campaigns, or if I were to just create a new one here, let's say I'm starting a new radio marketing campaign. So I'm going to just type radio ads. We'll say this one's active. And you can choose on here if it's one of these direct solutions. Texting campaigns are really popular, or whatever it may be. This one's other. And type of list mails. In this case, I didn't mail a list. I'm just putting it out. You're going to want to fill out all of these details because it helps with reporting. Okay. But as you go down, like who's the campaign manager? When is this scheduled to happen? So this is going to run from July through the end of August. This just helps for reporting and tracking again. If you don't put this data in, the system can't spit out the good reports for what campaigns performed the best during certain time periods. All right. And then all of these fields down below, you'll notice you can't even click and add anything here. That campaign cost or number of units sent. The reason that is because that info pulls from the other app, Marketing Receipts. So I'm going to go ahead and save our radio campaign here. And I'm then just going to pop over. I'm going to open my Marketing Receipts app. And I'm going to say I went in and I just put $2,000 down to get this campaign rolling. So I'm going to add a marketing receipt. These are so simple. You'll see right here, I just choose which campaign did I spend money on, my radio ads. Cool. When did I spend that money? So I'll go ahead and put a date on there. For mailers, it's good to track that marketing unit sent. For something like a radio campaign, you're often looking at a target metric that you're trying to hit. So they sold it, or you agreed to, this should hit 150,000 people. And the amount that we spent for that was $2,000. Now, when you save that information, because it's connected to that radio ad campaign file that we built, that info, the cost, the units, that's going to go over and attach back to that campaign link. So I can click right here and it will take me over there. And as I pull this page up, again, you manually fill out this stuff, but down below, you can now see, oh, my campaign cost was $2,000. Number of units I've sent out, that's how much I've agreed to for this. You can leave that as 0 if you want for something like radio or Facebook, but for mailers, that's really a primary metric. Then as you add leads and you tag, this lead came from this source, it's going to start tallying that up and showing us what our response rate was based on how many people we tried to reach with that. Okay? And watch how easy it is. As long as you've put it into your Campaigns app, when you come into your lead entry, we'll just finish with a quick example here. You simply punch it in, add it as lead entry. You got that phone call and you're taking their info. So this one's going to be good old George Washington. Make up a phone number real quick. And make up an address real quick. Side note, I always recommend when you see this pop down, this is a Google integration for the Google address search, and I highly recommend you choose the address that pops down there. Instead of just typing out the whole thing, go ahead and choose that. It'll have other benefits, such as the map showing up for you for quick reference. Okay. Now, I'm not going to fill out all of this here. We're having another video about the lead entry process, but we do have an option under How Did You Hear About Us? And if you've already added it over in your campaigns, look, there's our radio ad selection. Or maybe they said, hey, I saw you guys on Facebook. Boom, you can click that. And if you use campaigns correctly, you just select that there, you do your stuff, you save or submit your leads, and as you go through that process, it's being tagged and telling us over the last month what campaign performed the best, or whatever time period you need to measure. So having those campaigns is critical. If you have things running, but you haven't put them in that app, your team's going to come in and they're going to come looking for it and not know what to click, and then it just doesn't get tagged, and then you won't know if you're spending money in the right spot. So that's just something important to run over and discuss, and don't really need to save this lead here. That was just an example, but as we do that, we're going to start seeing stats show up for our campaigns. And in our next video about the lead entry and seller leads, we'll take a look at a few of those stats and how they actually work into the system.